Okay, so welcome back, Lesley.
Yes, it's been a while.
This is our third interview,
Yep.
which means you've had 3 months of
Yes.
sessions. But the interesting thing about this last session series is we did nothing.
Yeah. We have had a break to see what my body would do.
So
Yeah.
how has your body been feeling?
Really, really good. So I haven't really had, in fact, I don't think I actually had an occipital neuralgia attack since the first sound bath. I had a couple of TMJ episodes, but they were very mild, and they did not trigger the occipital neuralgia, which that never happens. Usually they just feed off each other in a very vicious loop, right? They were more irritating than debilitating. I mean, I ended up taking a pill, and one pill, just because I was sick of it hanging around.
Mm-hmm.
So when I wake up in the morning, if I have a stiff neck, it doesn't develop into a whole neuralgia event, the migraine. It just, a normal person, you wake up, you have a stiff neck, you move around, it goes away, right? Which never happened before.
Yeah.
So that's been really, really amazing. My knee no longer hurts me at all, the one that I broke.
And that's the one in the second session that
Yeah.
realigned.
That went, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because I had wrecked my knee during COVID. I had actually wrecked 3 of the tendons in it. So it healed, right, with physio. But obviously, I mean, I'm walking, I couldn't do the same walks that I used to, because I used to hike for an hour with the dogs in the woods, and it would hurt, especially when you're going downhill. So there would be an ache to it, and I could feel that if I turned a certain way, like it'd be unstable. And when it shifted back into position, I haven't felt anything from it since, not a twinge. So
Maybe breaking your toes had something to do with it.
yeah.
So tell me about other your regular chiropractic adjustments, because you've been continuing to see your chiropractor.
I go to my chiropractor once a week. We started off going the standard, 3 times a week when you're setting up. And it was supposed to taper off after about a year, where you can start going like once a month or once every 2 months. It's been 3 years. I'm still going once a week, because he would have to put me back in every week. Because, but since we started this, and I haven't told him this because I wanted an unbiased record of what was happening. He's had to, each time I've come in, he says, "Oh, you're good. I haven't had to really do anything." So it's just a minor tweaking, right? Mainly it was just, he's been working on my hips because I broke my foot. So I've been, my pelvis has been a little bit out, but not so much the neck. He says it's good. So I'm actually going to have a conversation with him tomorrow when my appointment is, see if I can taper off now. I'm going to get him to look back through the record since August, right, and see if he notices a difference.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Because he's been recording, all of this, so we'll see. We'll see how much of a difference
That's great.
it made that he sees, right?
And has he suggested that you come less? Or?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
That's why I'm going to bring this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you feel like you could cut back?
Yes, I do, because like I said, there's been minimal adjustments when he's there. Maybe 5 minutes in the room total, where he's just doing a little tweak. And like I said, most of the sessions have been, for the past 2 months, have been on my pelvis area because of my broken foot. That hasn't been as much on, and usually it's always the neck, always the shoulders, always. And I'm finding when I'm face down, because he tells you turn your head to the left, or to the right, turn to the left, right? Usually it's very stiff when I'm doing this. It takes a few adjustments before I can actually move this very well. And when I get down, it's like immediately boom, boom, like there's no stiffness to it. It's very fluid,
Wow.
right? With him not doing any adjustments the moment I get down. And that's just been since the sound bath. So I've noticed the big difference in my neck, just the mobility of it, right? Because it's not stiff.
And how about at work? You notice some changes too?
Yeah, big changes at work, because my shoulders aren't sore. I'm a dog groomer, so I do a lot it's very physical. You're doing a lot of twisting, and sometimes when I'm in the middle of grooming, I'm really like, I'm almost on my head grooming this dog, right? Like, so there's a lot of twisting. There's a lot of holding something that's jerking you because it doesn't want to get done.
Right.
So there's a lot of.
And are you right or left-hand dominant?
I'm right.
Okay.
But I do use my left hand for holding stuff, and this was the one that's always sore because you're wrestling with a 60-pound dog who's pulling.
Okay,
right?
so that would be the kind of repetitive motion.
Yep, this repetitive motion of holding on to this. My shoulders would be so sore halfway through the day, and then at night they'd just be throbbing, right? And I'm
in the past, have you had to take time off work because of your pain, or are you
no,
able
I just
you power through?
just power through, right? Interesting thing is I don't have the shoulder pain anymore, and I'm not mentally exhausted halfway through the day because I'm not fighting my body, right? Yeah, that's so the stamina has increased, the mental stamina, also the physical stamina, because I'm not in pain, I'm not fighting my body, so I'm not as tired.
Yeah.
Right? So that's been quite a difference.
And you also noticed your clothes fit different.
Yes, this was more subtle, and I didn't realize it until it progressed.
Yeah.
But my digestion has actually changed. So I'm not eating as much because I'm not as hungry. So when I do eat, I'll eat half of what I used to eat, and I'm full, right? And my eating patterns change too. Like I'll have my main meal like in the mid-afternoon, and I'm not hungry at night, which I would have been before. I would have been starving just before bed. I've gone down a whole pant size and minimal exercise because I have broken my foot in this time period, so I'm not doing the exercise that I normally do. Because normally I go for at least an hour hike with the dogs, and I haven't been able to do that for about 2 months now, but I've still gone down a pant size, right? So
Well, that's a benefit.
right? But like I said, I didn't realize it until I was progressing through. But on the other hand, it's made me more sensitive to foods that I should not be eating. So I've noticed that.
Awareness.
Right? Like my body would kind of begrudgingly put up with it before and not say too much. But now it's like, yeah, you're not having that, or you will be violently ill. Right? It's saying a hard no.
Yeah.
Right? So, and I know the foods I'm not supposed to be eating.
And how long have you been avoiding those foods?
I haven't avoided them at all.
Okay, but
until now,
yeah.
Because now my body's saying, yeah, you're not doing that anymore. Right?
Because do you think that you've been avoiding those foods, and that's also why you've gone down a pound size, or it
no,
hasn't been
because
long enough?
it wasn't like I was overindulging them. And it's stuff that.
So it's like a food sensitivity. When you eat it, you regret it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know it's food that I'm not supposed to have, but it tastes good, so I do it anyway. Right?
That was great.
But yeah, so it has forced me to pay attention to my diet, which is not a bad thing. It's just an inconvenient thing at times, right? So I don't know if anybody else has that experience, but yeah, so it makes you more aware of what you should be eating versus what you just want to eat.
And in one of our sessions, you met with Janine, who's a yoga therapist.
Yes.
And you really enjoyed working with her, so
Yes,
you
yep.
have had a couple private sessions.
Yep. I've never been able to do yoga like I wanted to because my shoulders were so bad, and most of the yoga poses involve your shoulders,
Yeah.
right? So I was always very frustrated by that. It's like, okay, well, I could do the lying down on the floor one, right? I can do
Restorative, something gentle.
I could do baby pose, but it's like I couldn't do any of the others. So I've gone to her classes, and it's just so I can have hope now that I can actually do some therapy on movement, stretching, because I could do that before, right? I couldn't do anything that involved anything from the shoulders up. And you look at anything, sit-ups, push-ups, any kind of exercise, it involves your neck and your shoulders, right? So this is big because now I'll be able to do some yoga. I'll be able to do, some exercises that I couldn't before.
And you also have some knowledge about frozen shoulder and menopause,
Yes,
right?
I did, yeah. So they are finding out now that frozen shoulder is due to the lack of hormones in menopause. And I was starting to develop it. I didn't have full-on frozen shoulder, but I had very limited movement. And this is my grooming arm, right? So if I would stretch out just like this, pain shooting all the way down my arm to my fingers, like nerve pain, right? So I was getting a little worried because if I can't groom, I can't work, right?
Yeah.
So my chiropractor gave me some, he told me just to put heat and cold on it, right? And that's all he could offer. But when I put the tuning fork, the Schumann tuning fork, and that was just 15 minutes that I did it. And I'm literally,
Wow.
and there's nothing, right?
So the mobility.
The pain is gone,
gone.
right? Completely gone. I mean, I could do this before.
Yeah.
I'm like, that was just 15 minutes with the Schumann tuning fork,
Yeah.
right? It was like,
So you have continued to use the tuning forks.
yes, I haven't used them like every day. I just use them as a,
Intuitively.
yeah,
Yeah.
like here or there. So, because this one's still, the tendons don't, it's not debilitating, but it'll twinge every once in a while. Like before, it would, the whole, from here to here would just seize up. Like it felt like you'd been stabbed with a pitchfork, with an ice pick right in the back of the head here. So I just go, eh.
So considering other therapeutic tools or even treatments, investing in a tuning fork
Yes,
would be worth it.
yeah, I'm going to be buying some just because, well, I mean, that was so amazing, right?
And you use them on your dogs.
I use them on my dogs. I can't use, dogs are very sensitive to the Schumann, they don't like it. So I've been using the 128 hertz frequency. They relax when I do that one. So, because dogs are much more sensitive to energy than we are, that I feel it would work I feel there's potential for some very good results from it,
Yeah.
right? Because it is gentle and they're just not doing anything invasive to them.
Well, I think it's
Right.
so fascinating that you're also seeing the link of how the frequency is working on you, so maybe it would work on your dogs.
Well,
And you're
yeah,
exploring
because
that,
basically they have the same physical problems that I do. So it's like, wow, that really, really worked for me and nothing else did.
Yeah.
And like me, my dogs have been going to the chiropractor for, well, I take them every 3 months, and I have for the one since he was about a year old.
Yeah.
But it's the same with me. Again, it's the same thing. It's always the same problem, so it's not being fixed,
Mhm.
right? Because you go there, you get adjusted, and then the next week or whenever you go back, it's the same adjustment being done. It's the same problem. So it's not working like you hope it does,
Mhm.
right? So that's why it's like, well, didn't work for me, but that sound wave did. So the dogs are having the same problem. May as well give it a shot, right?
And you're continuing with your microdosing journey.
Yes. That's been interesting because I usually take it at night before bed, and I do wake up a lot to pee because I do take a diuretic. But I'm noticing that in the morning, when I'm awake, I'm awake. And normally, in the morning, if I've woken up, I can go back to sleep in 5 minutes because I'm still tired, right? Because of the broken sleep. So even though my sleep is broken, I'm obviously getting a much better rest.
Deeper
Right.
regenerative.
Yeah, because
rest.
I'm up, but I'm also noticing that I'm calmer and clearer in my mind during the day, right?
And more energy during work.
Yep. But the mental clarity is a lot, and the calmness.
So the stress hormones have definitely gone down.
Yes, right? Yeah, it's,
Allowing your body to focus on
yeah, it's,
its regular.
and like I said, I just take it before bed because I get tired when I'm on them.
Yeah. And I wonder if the mushrooms are also impacting that food sensitivity, like as far as your awareness, because
It could very much be, right?
because it's heightening your senses.
Yeah, and it's heightening the whole of being aware of your body,
Yeah.
right? As before I could ignore it and because it was a very muted reaction. I mean, I knew it wasn't good for me, but I had some phlegm or,
Yeah.
but now it's like, yeah, no, you're going to pay attention to this because you are not supposed to have this, right? So, like I said, it's inconvenient, but in reality, it's not really a bad thing, right?
So what are you feeling like are your next steps since you don't really have pain?
No, I don't have pain. Right now, I'm just focusing on how long this will last, right? So that I can figure out, well, what's the frequency that I have to do this, right? Because it's been 2 months.
It's been a month since you've taken a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's been how long since the very first session? It's got to be at least 2 months.
August 26th, so yeah, almost 2 months.
Yeah, so, and I'm still not feeling pain. So, I mean, if I had to do this only a couple times a year, well worth it,
Yeah.
right? So that's what now my step is seeing how long the effects of this last.
Oh, sorry, my mistake. Session 1
Yeah.
was July 29th. That's
So
when we
it's been-
first met.
Yeah, so
July,
it's been
August.
2 months. 3 months.
Almost
yeah.
3 months,
Almost
yeah.
3 months, yeah. So that's what the process for me right now is, figuring out the frequency that I have to do this.
And good news is that you can lay down through a session.
Oh yeah, right?
So before, when we met at the market,
Oh yeah.
you couldn't come to a group
When
session.
we first started, I could not lie down flat. I would get nauseous, but also the back of my head, just the pressure of my head, lying down on the back of my head, I would have pain, like it would turn into a headache.
So that's probably why you're sleeping better too, is because you can actually lay down
Yep,
and your head's okay, so you're getting deeper rest.
because when I'm a side sleeper, and because my shoulders were so bad, so I'd constantly waking up, I'd have to shift because the pain would wake me up. Well, I'm not getting that pain, so I can relax. And and I'm only getting up because I have to pee, not because the pain is waking me up, right? Yeah. So that's a big thing.
So it'll be interesting to hear what your chiropractor has to say once you share.
It will be very interesting to hear. Like I said, I haven't told him because I wanted an unbiased
Yeah.
to see if he's noticed the pattern, and then I'll say, well, I started doing a sound bath at such and such a time, right?
And what we'll do is we'll keep in touch.
Yep.
And as the study progresses,
Yeah.
hopefully we'll receive some
Yeah.
scientific data tools. and
Right?
we
Because that would
can,
be cool.
Yeah. Just continue to track you.
Yeah.
But you were definitely the inspiration for the study, so I'm so glad you had success.
Well, I'm so glad too, because like when coming into this, I thought, yeah, because I know the science behind it. Like to me, it's a no-brainer. It's quantum physics. But I didn't expect it to be that fast,
Yeah.
because every other therapy I've tried, like I said, chiropractic, I've been going 3 years now, and it's helped. It has helped. But I'm still getting the migraines. I was still getting pain. I had to be adjusted every week, so it was a very slow slog. And this was the first session,
Yeah.
right?
I really wasn't expecting that either.
I went, okay, because like,
Yeah.
wow, because it's like, boom, it's like, wow, pain's gone.
That's why when we met, it's like, okay, if you're willing to try,
Yeah.
because you are a complicated case, like
Yeah.
you've had chronic pain for 30 years,
Yeah.
what are the chances? But you're into it. I'm passionate about sound healing, so
Right.
that's why I'm like, well, you pay for 2 sessions, I'll do 2 sessions
Yep.
as a research and
Yep.
like to learn
Right.
on you.
Yeah,
But never thought
I never-
1 session.
no, that was,
And like that first session was only like 20 minutes. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't even long.
no, it was amazing. I mean, to feel your knee like shift,
Yeah.
and it was a
So
powerful
that was
shift.
the second session. So
Yeah.
that would have been probably 40 minutes.
Yeah, that was a long one, but to feel my whole neck just stretch out like somebody was pulling on it. I mean, it completely
First you
involuntary.
had the knee,
Yeah.
and then it moved up to your.
Yep, and it
It's
just
like flowed up your
Yep.
body.
Yep, and when we got there, the whole neck just like it was in traction, just went completely involuntary. I mean, that's right.
Are you still telling this story to people?
Oh yeah,
2 months later?
yeah.
You're still excited?
Well, okay, 40 years of pain is something that doesn't hurt and has that powerful effect on the body. And there's no side effects, right? Because all medication that you take has got side effects.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it builds up, and there's always warnings because it all has side effects,
And
right?
there's something also about your body having this positive response,
Yeah.
your body feeling good,
Yeah.
your body producing these like feel good hormones.
Yes.
And that you're on this positive trajectory,
Right,
right?
right, because you're
So-
not full of stress hormones, you're not full of
So
pain.
that's got to be good for your system too.
It is, because
having success,
right? Because if your body is flooded with stress hormones and pain hormones, your cells, when they reproduce, they will actually have more receptors on the cells for those and less for what you need. So that even if you're eating healthy, you're not getting the value because your cells are just taking in, are are making more and more receptors for the stress hormones and the pain and all that. So if you can get rid of those levels, then when your cells replicate, they're going to be replicating receptors for what you need, instead of the hormones and chemicals that are floating through your body, which are causing you harm. Right? So that's a no-brainer that you're going to start feeling better, because now your cells are reproducing to take in healthy stuff, right?
What I love is that it was quick.
Yeah.
I loved seeing the active participation. I'm still like excited about
I think that's
a client
key. Yeah.
really participating in the process.
I think that's key, though, the perception, because when you're doing the throat,
the vocal
toning,
yeah,
and it really, so you're doing the bowls,
you're singing,
I'm doing the vocal toning,
yeah,
and so you're getting it amplified through your body, right? So it's amplifying the effect, right?
And it's like external and
internal. So it's so you're doubling it, right? So yeah, that's pretty important.
And a lot of the other clients too were also working in nature.
Yeah.
So then you have that benefit of the Earth's resonance and being in nature.
I felt much more powerful when we were working outside, because I'm also, I love the trees, and I can feel, growing up Gen X, we didn't have a lot of media, so we were always outside.
Yeah.
Right? So it's more natural environment for me. Have a happy place. As a kid, you're sent outside to play, right?
And I also understand the science behind working with mushrooms, like psilocybin helping to connect different neural pathways, and almost like a fresh
blank slate.
Snow, like
instead
allowing your brain to
be open to the new,
create different pathways. And different routines, but we didn't even use that the first month.
No, we didn't, which would be interesting to see now, looking back. It would have even
because I was thinking like, maybe it's the like what is it? The mushrooms, but we didn't have mushrooms.
We didn't have the
after.
mushrooms. No, it was definitely just the sound bath.
But I loved how also the mushrooms at a microdose level was just supporting the continued healing, right? Like helping you with sleep, helping you to calm down.
Exactly.
Helping you to be more aware.
It definitely made the mind more calm. And that's big, because I have a mind which does not shut up. It's like a computer with 40 tabs open at any given time. So having that, being able to calm down, that is really, really helpful to the whole body. Because when when you have 40 tabs open, your body's up here, your mind up here is an activity level. And your body is also up there, because you can't separate the two. So having the mind slowing down, I've noticed I'm much more relaxed in my body. Yeah.
So how about like social interactions or ability to, go out and have fun or connect with people? Like, has that changed at all? Like any other aspects of your life?
I haven't noticed that yet, because I'm pretty much
introvert.
No, I'm an ambivert, so I'm an introvert at heart, but I can socialize pretty well. I just
you
have
also have your dog club, so you get social activity.
Yeah, I do have a lot of social activity. So haven't really noticed that. So, but it wasn't a problem before either. So I just, at the end of the day, I get tired of dealing with people. It's not
like the pain caused you depression or isolation.
No. Yeah. It was just frustrating at times, and most of the time frustrating, because it's like.
And you've managed to work and.
Well, like I said, I had it since. My first migraine was grade 4 spring break, all of spring break, the whole spring break. And my parents didn't believe in medication, so I got aspirin. So you might as well give me a sugar pill, right? And the pain would be so bad that I would vomit and pass out. Okay, so, and that was weekly. That was weekly up until I had jaw surgery when I was in the early 20s.
Yeah.
And that toned it down. I'm still getting them frequently, but it wasn't. Pain was now at a 7 instead of a 10. So I still had to take major painkillers all the time, and so 600 milligrams, 2 at a time, multiple times a day, for maybe 3 days at a time to deal with some of these attacks. Since I was 20. So that's 30 years.
I wonder if it being off that like Advil. Was it Advil or Tylenol?
Tylenol.
I wonder if it will help heal your gut.
That's what I'm wondering too.
Yeah.
Because that's an awful lot of painkillers, right?
And that's hard on your digestive.
Right, and that was the main thing why I really wanted to get off painkillers, but it just nothing that I've tried has been able to get me off them, right?
Yeah.
And now it's like I take, well, I maybe taken half a dozen in the 2 months since, in the 3 months since we did it. I've maybe taken about half a dozen painkillers. I mean, that's, I would have taken those in one day when I was having an attack, right? Because lower doses just don't work for me. So, right? That alone has got to be the kidney and liver, right?
I wonder if you could do a liver detox.
Yeah, that's probably I should. I've been working with my kidneys because I started developing kidney stones.
Okay.
Yeah, so the liver detox would probably be a good thing.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your story.
No problem. Thank you for doing that because, oh my God, life-changing.
Yeah.
Just life-changing.
And just hopefully continuing to try to explore how this might help other people.
Right? Yeah, like I've got a few people I'm trying to convince to do it because it's like, what have you got to lose? You can just lay there and have a nice happy time while she plays music and fall asleep. That's the worst that's going to happen if nothing else, right?
So when you think about how this could potentially help other people, what comes to mind as, like, what pops into your head is like, I think it's going to solve this problem, or
I'm thinking mainly with chronic pain. I know family members, other people, chronic pain, and doctors cannot help you. They just cannot. They'll send you to a plain clinic. They'll tell you it's all in your mind. They'll tell you you're going to have to live with this. I mean, that sucks. Endometriosis.
endometriosis?
Yes. Again, doctors haven't got a clue of what to do for it. Why not try this? See if it helps, right? It's not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the stuff, autoimmunes, like fibromyalgia, stuff that the doctors really can't help except to put you on these heavy medications. And even those don't help. I would like to see what happens if they tried the sound bath therapy.
I had my friend come over the other day, and she had a psoriasis flare up. Her eyes were swelling shut, and she went to emergency. She got sent back home. She went to walk-in clinic. They sent her back to the hospital.
Right.
And the hospital's mad that they're sending her there.
Yep.
And she's like, but I was told to go here.
Yep.
And so I said, you know what? Come over for a gong bath.
Right?
You know, like, it can't hurt.
It can't hurt, exactly.
She left my house. She arrived with swollen eyes.
Yep.
They weren't swollen shut like
But
they were the day before.
Yep.
She looked puffy.
Yep.
Her face looked irritated.
Yep.
I swear, when she was leaving, I'm like, I don't think your face looks red anymore.
Right.
And you don't look as puffy. Now, mind you, she was laying down,
Yep.
so maybe that helped. But she went to the washroom and she looked and she's like, yeah, it feels better. And so she's gonna come back again.
Good. Yeah.
And it's been a few days, but it did help calm it down.
Right? Yeah. I mean, especially the stuff where the medical field just cannot help you.
Yeah.
Right? I think it would be a really good.
It's just giving your brain a break, right?
Yep.
Like just saying, okay,
Yeah.
don't freak out. Let's calm down.
Yeah.
And
the fact that it's
try to heal.
right. I mean, because unfortunately, with a lot of the medical stuff, they can't help you. They could just give you painkillers. They can give you steroids, but it's actually not helping, right?
And personally, I feel when I go into hospitals or I go into those environments, you're around other sick people, like all of these beeping sounds,
and you're
harsh lights,
and you're tense,
stress.
and you're tense.
It's not
addictive.
It's not helping me.
It's not a
calm
helping
down.
environment, right? It's not a calming, safe environment, right? And as I just read, if don't feel safe, you can't heal, right?
Yeah.
So, how many people feel safe in a hospital, right? I feel frustrated because, again, doctors don't seem to listen, right? So
as a holistic practitioner, what helps you feel safer? Like, what kind of environment would you like to be in when you're coming for a treatment? And
Well, there's got to be a calm vibe. Like when you walk into the environment, you feel calm, right? So that's lighting, that's music, that's colors, that's all a vibe that is given off. Like they said, like a hospital, it's a bustling, busy vibe, right? Do, 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 right? Stress and pain. It's not calming, right? Where
and
I walk into your studio, I feel calm the moment I enter the door.
Yeah.
And that's a huge part of healing.
And your body also knows, because it's been before, like, it likes this space.
Yeah, but even the first time I walked in, I felt calm when I walked in.
Oh, good.
It's because and that is the basis of healing. You've got to be calm first before you can heal.
And if hospitals could change the aesthetics and, like, the environment, it would also help the staff. Like, it would help everyone. Well,
exactly, right? Because everybody would be calmer, because it's, okay, I get when you're in the emergency room, that's different. Okay, there's not much you can do about the hustle bustle. It's like you gotta be go, 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 or someone's gonna die.
Yeah.
But I mean, the rest of the hospital, where it's not a life or death situation, I think it could really benefit on changing their vibe, you know? Yeah.
Or having different, like, treatment centers.
Yeah,
be
separate
more connected to nature and less institutional and.
Yeah, right? Because what's the thing that people hate about the hospital? The smell, right? That's universal. When someone says, "Oh, I hate the smell," it smells like, they can't even describe it. They hate the smell. It's like, well, a little fresh air would go a long way to dealing with that, right? Yeah. You know, it's interesting because the person that Juliet, who was a grandmother of all herbalists, most of her prescriptions for the dogs for healing was fresh air. Yep. Especially if they had lung disorders or anything like that, be in a room with the windows open and you get fresh air. It was vitally important to her for healing was fresh air.
And so many people use fragrance laundry soap.
Oh,
or, like,
my God,
you
right?
know, like, we're so bombarded with.
But I can't. To me,
synthetics.
it smells like it's a chemical smell.
Yeah.
Like I hate bounce sheets.
Yeah.
I hate any of that stuff because to me it's.
And they disrupt hormones.
I'm not surprised because to me they smell awful. They just smell chemically. They don't
That's
smell.
an attack in itself.
Yeah, they smell like chemicals. They don't smell like you smell a rose that smells good. You smell a chemical rose and it doesn't smell good, right? It's harsh, right? But I don't think people can even differentiate between that anymore. What's real and what's not a good, real smell. Yeah.
And even just what they're putting in our foods as far as, like, artificial flavors or.
Oh, I know, right? It's like growing up Generation X, we had all that. We had all the food dye colorings in our food. We had all the false sugars. We had. It's no wonder we're a wreck. And I'm wondering if the sound bath could help to change. You know, it'd be cool. Take a DNA sample before the sound bath, and take a DNA sample after the sound bath, and see if it changes you at a DNA level. That would be cool.
Well, that's what they say with the 528 hertz,
Right? Yeah.
And I've been trying to find the scientific data online, and apparently it's like, I don't know if it's true or not, but it must be coming from somewhere.
Yeah, because you've heard it. Yeah.
Yeah, but apparently, like, in the lab,
Yeah.
On a cellular level, you can see it changing. But
Right.
in a person's body, is it doing the same thing?
Yeah, that's why I was thinking. If you take a DNA sample first, before and after the treatment, it'd be interesting to compare them and see the differences.
Yeah.
Right? See what's happening on a DNA level.
And I think, I truly believe that there has been enough research.
There has.
There is enough data out there.
Yes, there is.
And
I agree. Yeah.
it's just being ignored.
Well, like most things. Yeah, like most things. There's the data out there, there's the research, but unfortunately big pharma gets in the way, right? You can't patent a sound bath, right? You can't get a patent on it, right? So, but at the same time, it's like, you're not helping the people who are in chronic pain. You're not helping the people who have these chronic women's issues, which you haven't given any money into research for. So why not advocate for something that's actually at least not going to harm them, right? But I don't know.
Well, I'm really grateful for the support we have from some research assistants,
Yes.
and that the faculty of forestry at UBC is interested in helping us.
Yes.
And also ANFT,
Yeah.
the Association of Nature and Forest Therapy. They focus on relational therapy, and but it's really nice to have their support.
Yeah, it is.
In wanting to help this forest therapy and sound healing be more mainstream.
Exactly, right? Because I think if more people realize how amazing the results can be, with, like I said, you're just lying there and enjoying it, right? Like, what therapies do you do where you just lie and enjoy it? I mean, yeah.
And even just the fact that everyone can, it's so accessible.
Yes.
Everyone can go outside
Yep.
and connect with nature.
Yep.
Just like exercise, but for some reason, none of us can just go do it. We
I know,
need a
right?
personal trainer, or we need a membership, or we need a gym, or
Right.
we need it to be like, we need some incentive to go do the good thing.
We do.
But if people are motivated enough, they can actually do
If
this
they
on
were,
their own.
yeah, and if they were said, okay, this is your prescription, you have to go out and do this, or, you know, or like when I broke my knee, I went to a physiotherapist, right, who helped rehabilitate my knee. Well, go to a sound therapist who else going
Yeah.
to, you know, give you so many sessions so you can do it. It's the same difference, I think.
After my car accidents, having these modalities would have been so helpful.
Right? It would have been so much better for my knee if I'd had this from the beginning.
Yeah.
Instead of, I mean, the physiotherapy helped, but like I said, I noticed the difference in my knee. It was it felt unstable, and there was still pain when I was walking after a certain distance, or going, like I said, going downhill, or there was still pain there, and it was healed, right? But if I had sound therapy from the beginning, it would have healed faster, and it would have healed correctly in the first place, right?
That's why I'm excited to support people going kind of pre-op,
Yes.
before surgery.
Yeah.
Help them with a sound bath
Yep.
to calm their nervous system so that
Right.
surgery goes well.
Mm-hmm.
And then post-op,
Yes.
we're supporting you so that you heal faster.
Exactly.
And then the operation's going to go better, the healing's going to go better.
Yes. Yeah.
And less medication. Like,
Right?
even though you're prescribed the painkillers, even when my son went to the dentist and he had teeth pulled,
Yeah.
I didn't automatically give it to him like I was supposed to.
Yeah.
There were T3s.
Yeah.
They gave me these pills. They're like, here you go, give it to your son. And I'm like, I'm going to wait till when he needs it.
Exactly.
He didn't need it.
Yeah. Right? I mean, because those painkillers are not harmless,
Yeah.
right? So if you don't have to take them, I feel that they actually retard your body's ability to heal, right? If you're taking a massive amount of painkillers.
Yeah, because so many people have, when they try to get off it, then they realize they're dependent and they didn't.
Right? But I
realize.
mean, if you're not in pain, that means you're healing faster. If you're in pain, you're healing slower, right?
Just like I've heard about the back pain pills when people take the, like, is it Robaxacet?
Robaxacet, yeah.
And so then they don't have pain, so they're lifting heavy objects, or
Yes.
they
Yep.
continue to do the job that
Yep.
they shouldn't be.
And now
but
they're-
they're just re-injuring
Yep.
their body because they can't feel the pain.
But they can't feel it, and then, right?
Yeah.
So your body, pain is your body's,
We can't be scared of pain.
no, I mean, there's debilitating pain, which is different, right? And I've had debilitating pain, and yeah, that's not fun. And yeah, I would knock myself out because that's not fun. But everyday pain is there to tell you, stop doing that, right? Something's wrong. And if you take away, yeah, this is the reason why, like, my dogs are sore right now, but I didn't want to put them on painkillers because I don't want them to go, oh, I feel good, and then just go overboard, and now they've got a really bad injury, right? So, because that's a fine line there.
Well, it's a good reminder to slow down, take time to heal,
And
take care of yourself.
be aware of your body,
Yeah.
right?
And it doesn't always happen fast.
No, it doesn't. This was amazing, and I'm like, I'd be thrilled if other people had the same reaction.
Mm-hmm.
But I think a key of it is being open to it. Like I thoroughly believe the science, and like I said, I'm a fan of quantum physics, so to me it's like, yeah, well, that makes sense.
You felt
right?
safe. Going into it. You
Yep.
believed it would
And
work. You were
yep.
hopeful.
I did believe it would happen that fast. I
You
thought
came in
I
with
thought
the-
it would be very slow, but I knew the science behind it. I'm a believer in quantum physics. It's like that makes sense to me. Worst that's going to happen is I'm going to have it. But I also participated.
Yep. You came in with the right mindset.
Yep. And I was open, and I participated wholeheartedly in the whole process.
Yep.
And I don't know if that made a difference, but I'm also, and I am very sensitive. My body's very sensitive to stuff like that.
And
so.
how are you as far as drinking water and your hydration?
I'm very good with that.
Okay.
I actually drink a lot of electrolytes, natural supplements.
Because I think
electrolyte
that's
drinks.
also important, because when
Oh,
people
it's-
come and
it's-
if they're dehydrated or they don't have the right, like,
We don't drink enough. Most people don't drink enough, but I've been very conscientious about drinking enough.
yeah. Well, you're a great participant. Thank you, Lesley.
Awesome. Thank
We'll
you.
keep in touch.
All right. Thank you.